Oh.
I don't need to comfort you
Are we back
anymore.
now? I was scared.
We apologize about the meltdown.
Veronica was holding me and keeping me
Warm.
safe.
And Bob spilled a whole keg of beer because they store beer back there also. He spilled a whole keg of beer on all the electronics.
Well, in all fairness, it wasn't the keg that spilled because his taffy was standing, like doing a handstand on top of it with the nozzle.
Let's get down to the action. No one cares. Get back into this game.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's do it. Maybe we should be over there.
7-8 jack on the flop.
Catch us up. Crispy Bacon has pocket aces. Are they good?
Wop right flops.
Are they good?
Pair of sevens.
They're not good. 9-10.
Chris is open-ended.
Brian
I
flop
very much
gold.
enjoy.
It's the nut.
Chris is open-ended with a flush draw. Crispy Bacon has very little equity in this hand, as you can see.
Who's that in seat one?
Brian has the better
Jake.
open-ended, and there's Jake sitting in seat one. On the turn is a 10.
Wow, Chris hits his flush. And now Crispy could actually get another club to get a better flush with his pocket aces. How did Jake get in this game?
By begging and pleading.
It is a good game.
So Brian leads out into this. This is interesting. 7 on the river pairs the board.
Brian was not a believer that the flush was there.
This is a really sad spot for Crispy Bacon. Pocket Table says, I smell river bluff with blocker, right? You got the aces with the nut blocker, and instead you fold because your bacon's not crispy enough. Your bacon's soggy and hasn't been baked in the oven. That's what happens when you do a frying pan bacon. It's not good. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the stream. We apologize about the inconvenience.
Yeah, it's totally Veronica's fault.
Some of you have left, but you will be back because you are in love with us. If you're new to the YouTube stream, you can go ahead and chat in there, and I will see your chat. I've got both chats up. Pocket Table says, not once the board pairs. Yeah.
A little scary.
The thing is, would sets play that? Yeah, I guess sets would kind of play the same as the flush. Or maybe sets would slow down with that flush on the turn.
So Jake has joined the game. Jake just having a birthday now. 45 now. Looking down.
He does look a
sharp
little bad for his
45.
age. Like he looks like he's 48, but I would never tell him that. I always say, no, you look great for 45, Jake.
So shouldn't friends always be honest with each other?
Right? Yeah, but you know, like it's about other things like his drug addict stuff, you know? Crispy Bacon raises to 15. Now, I see Lucas 3-betting to 50 with an ace-queen in the cutoff.
Love it.
Wabright's been a little quiet with him and his submarine. Submarine keeps him company.
Look at Crispy Bacon getting a little frisky with Jack 10 offsuit.
Why not? Canadian Shooter says, hashtag blame Canada. It was my fault.
I mean, Crispy is kind of in the past kind of been notoriously tight. And
in the past.
And now
we
that
don't
he's
have
won,
that time machine
now that he's
anymore.
at a $25,000 jackpot, he's playing a little crazier. I've noticed.
4-3 king
Look
on the
at
flop.
Porter
2
and his hearts.
Porter flops the nut flush draw. Lucas is still just sitting with ace high. And Porter also has an inside straight draw. 5 would give him the wheel. A 5 of hearts would give him the freaking straight flush. And Jack 10 sitting measly with nothing. Brett Michael says very loose open.
Look at this. Now Porter could hit a 5 for his straight or the heart.
Crispy Bacon checks.
What the
Porter
hell's
bets
Crispy Bacon doing in
95.
there?
Lucas.
Yeah, I love Porter's bet here.
I don't know. I don't know why.
Lucas taking a long time to think about it, finally lets it go. Porter's going to scoop this right now.
The table's making me tilt a little bit.
Why? What happened?
No, because I don't want any lag, and I want constant stream. That's what I want.
Okay.
You know Bob's not my real stepdad, right?
I thought he was your stepdad.
No, he's not my real stepdad, despite what my mom tells me.
Fake stepdad. I gotta
Don't
go.
ask questions.
I gotta go reset the TVs. I'll be right back.
All right. This is a 1-3 game. They've been straddling pretty much the entire game. Brett Michael says Angry Veronica's hot. Ooh, baby, you don't even know the half of it. You don't even know. Look at All right, cards in the air. We have a $10 straddle. This game is a 1-3-10, and we love it. Folds around to Watbry. Watbry, take this game out of the muck. You can do this. And Jake, with a 10-6 suited, says, let's go upstairs. Raises it to 35. And this is Brian. He's raising Brian. He knows he's going to get action out of Brian. Brian's going to say yes with a queen 9. There's really nothing Brian can hold here that will make Brian fold. And Brian likes a little pushback. This is fun for him. Deuce 3-7 on the flop. Brian's still ahead with a queen high. Pardon me. X Eno 11. Are they straddling? Yeah, they've been straddling pretty much the entire game. Jake bets 40. Brian quickly calls. Jack of diamonds on the turn. Now Jake picks up a flush draw. Brian's kind of got a little blocker there with a queen. Brian can only catch...
Wow. I just sit down and see Jake has a flush draw.
Jake bets 80.
What's Brian doing
calls. Queen on the river. Brian binks.
That's what he's doing.
And we all see
pretty
Brian
gross.
get there over and over and over again on the river, and he knows he's a grease ball. I love it. He's buttery.
He's buttery.
He's like a breakfast sausage. They're all very greasy. Oh, Brian! Oh, just put them all in there. Just smash it.
Look at Jake. Oh my God. He's
Jake
so
hates his life.
gross. Is Brian gonna show him right here? Rub it in a little.
I hate coaches. Of
He does.
course, Brian
Show
gets
the queen.
there.
He shows the queen. So sick.
Brett Michael says Snap called the turn. Well, yeah. Double float for no reason. Sudadesa said, did you guys just watch for the first time? Did you guys watch Brian's Magic for the first time? Because
That was magic.
This is all day, every day. All day. Cash me outside. How about that?
Oh God, please don't
Cash
do
me
that.
outside. How about that?
No more.
That's
Mute her.
Brian.
Mute her.
That was actually Brian on that show. There's just like a girl's face in front of them. Cash me outside. How about that? Canadian Shooter says, has Jake played before? The answer is no.
This is Jake's first time playing poker?
There's a lot of first times here for Jake. First time wearing
That was
a hat.
pretty sick. What is Brian calling with?
It doesn't matter. It's Brian. Do you guys know what Brian does? The river is Brian's girlfriend. Brian's been making love to the river for years.
Well, if the river's Brian's girlfriend, and I want to know why is the river effing everyone else?
Because she doesn't cheat.
That is actually cheating.
9 deuce 3 on the flop. Lucas flops a 3. No one's got a flush draw. There's some backdoor flush draws. And Porter's got top pair with a mediocre kicker.
So now, you know Jake better than anybody. Probably
Yeah,
even
let's
his
not
own
talk
mom.
about it.
Is he on tilt now?
Yes, he's on constant tilt. I don't
Even
know
though
if
we
you know
never
that.
even had a pair?
Constant tilt. Jake couldn't get that bluff through. Devin bets 45 with his ace high. Porter quickly calls with the 45. Lucas calls.
Oh,
Ace on
sly
the turn.
cry.
Ace on the turn now. Both Porter and Lucas have a flush draw. Check, check. Now this is going to slow down some action. A fourth spade comes on the river. They check around. Brett Michael says he owned Jake. That was a sick hand. Shaq Spencer, what's up? Without the river, there would be no fish. What? Suited Aces says usually Brian needs a gut shot or bottom pair or something. That was just a gross double float.
Yeah, I didn't understand what he was doing. Maybe he misread his cards.
Are you serious? Do I need to write a book about Brian? What is there to not understand?
Could you write a book about him?
Yeah, I'd just be a bunch of scribbling. Nothing would make sense. Are you guys just tuning in for the first time? Are you tuning Tokyo? Are you guys
a
just
tuna?
tuning in?
Are you a tuna?
Canadian Shooter said should have clicked back instead of an all-in for the LOL.
The low.
I hate college 209 says the rangeless beast. Yep. Pseudodasis said he'd buy that book. I'm outselling my book and I have no copies out. I've already got a demand. I have a wait list.
You should crowdfund it.
I don't need to crowdfund. I have a real job.
Crowdfund your book.
Yeah. No, I'm just sorry. I'm just being a snob. I'm done now.
Okay, can you do this while you say it?
It looks like there's a $10 straddle and there's a bunch of callers. And Brian says, "Let's go upstairs, boys. This is not fun for me."
I think they
Raise
got
to
the memo
65.
on the V straddle. V straddle.
Raising to 65.
Whatever happened
Lucas
to that?
decides to fold. I don't know why in this game why Lucas would fold a king queen versus Brian's range. You're always crushing with a king queen versus Brian's range. I really would have liked in the small blind, or I would have really liked out of his position for him to 3-bet there. And Baldy just calls under the gun +3. While Brian the cutoff calls, he's set mining. I hate college says Brian's one of those players who is just so unorthodox that you can't really rely on conventional poker theory. It's pretty wild. Yeah, that's true. 3-8-8 on the flop. Pocket 5 still ahead here. Brian does pick up a backdoor flush draw. It looks like it's been checked around. No, sorry. Brian bets 100. This is what I like about Brian. You can't.
Yeah, no, like
You can't
Wabry's
really
so
put him
far
on
ahead
anything.
here, and he's like struggling to even find a call.
And this is a kind of flop where your opponent's either crushing you or has absolutely nothing. And in this case, in most cases, Brian has absolutely nothing.
Most of the time, your opponent is not going to hit a flop heavy. So, I mean, Brian's strategy really pays off in a lot of these spots.
Wabry has position. You know what? If you're going to pick up this hand and with this kind of flop, you have to at least call the flop. If you guys disagree with me, let me know. But I think in this position, exactly as Wabry is, he has position on Brian. He has to call this flop with pocket 5s. You can't put Brian on an 8.
You're not calling.
It's not that tough of a spot with pocket 5.
That is actually so this one I get. I get Brian's play here. It makes a lot of sense. I'm still reeling about that queen 9. Like,
I love it.
What the hell?
I love it. You want that. Jake wants that all day. But
I don't think
Jake
Jake will
didn't
say
have
that right
anything.
now,
Jake
yeah.
was trying to bluff.
Sonny, yes, that is Wabry from the chat. Wabry, sorry. I always get yelled at for saying Bree.
Sack01 Kingsfan said, "What turns are you going to like though?" Well, I mean, if it stays low, I mean, what range does Brian have? Are you actually putting him on an 8? Are you actually
I like a
putting him on an
re-raise
8?
there. I like a re-raise from Wabry.
You could bump it up, yeah?
A little bump.
Or you could at least call, but I
Little bump never
don't
hurt
think
anybody.
folding is an option there. I think you should at least peel 1. But I'm a little bit of a gambler. I hate college says yes, Brian's wide enough to where you're ahead in general. If you fold 5-5, you're folding too much, and you can be exploited. You will be exploited. Brian is a floater extraordinaire, and he doesn't care.
I don't think it's very nice to call someone a floater.
He doesn't care. Flop is 10-7-7.
Connects with no one here.
Again, this is one of those boards. You're either crushing everybody or no one has anything. Your opponents have nothing. Sack01 Kingsfan says at least he has 2 overs. A min click back isn't bad. Yeah, I think a click back is fine. I think actually that's probably better than calling. But I'd like to see Brian spew on the turn also. You have to at some point say, well, if he gets there with minimum equity, then he gets there, but you can't run scared every time.
I mean, that is the thing about Brian, though, is because of how unconventional he plays. When he does make a big hand, he's going to get action. He's going to get paid off.
So, Wabry set mining. Does he have enough money for some implied odds here?
I think in that situation, Wabry just has to say, I think I'm best right now, and raise and play aggressive.
If you're just set mining there, you don't have enough chips to just set mine. Like,
if he clicks back, let me ask you this: if he clicks back right there, does he steal it?
Yes.
Brian doesn't call, right?
But he has to click back big, I think.
Yeah.
I would ship because he's got 250 behind. I'd ship.
Sly Cry says that Brian is one of those floaters that eventually takes on water and becomes a sinker.
Or a stinker, he said.
I mean, that's pretty funny, but you know what? How often does Brian sink?
How often does Sly Cry not see me? Hello, Sly Cry.
Ooh.
No, you
something
didn't, honey
going
child.
on.
Cash Mouse, how about that? Sorry, I mean, that reference is a little old. I'm not going to go there tonight. I already went there 4 times.
So no more?
I'm not making any promises. Milk of magnesia, or mastesia, or whatever
It's
you are.
famnesia.
Famnesia. Clickback doesn't mean ship. Yeah, clickback doesn't mean ship if you have a lot of chips, but Wattbry only had like 250, 225. The pot was already like 150. Looks like it's a limp pot, $8. Ace, Queen, 3 on the flop, 2 diamonds.
Porter the only one connecting here.
Sly Cry says, I see you, catch you outside, baby. I'll take it. Queen pairs the board, and Porter's doing pretty well here. Devin is probably going to give up on this inside straight draw. Except Porter checks to him and Devin bets and Porter calls, keeping all of his bluffs in his range. Now
Strange action.
Porter's got a boat and Devin's got all of nothing. Is Devin... Wow, Porter checks to him and Devin just bluffs at this.
He calls. Devin just taking a stab, and you got to respect that. He has absolutely nothing, no backup or anything.
Can't bluff that.
I hate college says, and Brian might say gamble with overcards, in which case you're getting it in good on flop, as opposed to playing and guessing game on the turn.
Did he intentionally misspell gamble? Is that like a... is that how
gamble
the
is
kids
like...
spell gamble?
That's how we say gamble now.
Gamble.
I used to play a game where a guy used to be like, I give you maximum action. I'm like, yeah, I want maximum action.
That sounds like a
At
fun
the poker
game.
table. Devin on a gutter. Yep. On a gutter and a prayer.
I do have to say, Brian has, over the past year of Stones Live, become one of my more favorite players to watch
Oh, I love
play.
him. Best personality.
Great personality.
Doesn't ever get pissed at anyone.
His game is just super unpredictable. Like
In the
you-
hijack, raising to 35 with ace-4 suited.
And now we got Devin right behind him with kings, who just threw a bunch of money away on 5 deuce.
He's going to bump it up.
With the loose image, he should be able to get some action, and he already knows that Brian's given lots of action here.
The thing is, with Brian giving as much action as he is, he bumps it up to 75. I would have bumped it up a little bit more, maybe 95, get a little bit more juice out of Brian. Brian's calling loose. Brian's range is wide. Brian likes to gamble. Put some more money in.
Is Brian? I think Brian was considering a re-raise there.
Sack01 Kings fan says Brian is winning this hand.
Yeah, they're already predicting it, and he does hit his 4.
4, 3
This is how
jack.
it starts.
And he'll probably go runner straight or something. So Brian checks.
Devin is sending some chips into the pot there, maybe 105, 110. Brian Sicko is going to call.
King on the turn.
It's all over for Brian. He's checking. And Devin, if he's smart here, is going to check behind.
And ace will sink Brian's ship on the river.
Oh, he's all in. I would have liked to see a check. Let Brian, who's being very aggressive tonight, hang himself a little more if Devin wants to make money.
Or make a... I mean, it's not a bad shot.
Wait till
Yeah,
the,
no,
wait
it
till the
is. It's
river
an
to do
entire-
it. Wait till the river.
It's almost an entire pot, yeah.
Yeah, and he shows.
I don't like it.
Nothing.
Suited aces says
Nothing.
awful
Just a
push.
set of kings.
What's calling you with that push? What's calling you?
Yeah, that's the problem with it. This is actually one of my favorite things that when we get into the lower stakes game, though, you don't see this GTO type of gameplay going on. You see more of what you find in recreational games that are the majority of the games. You walk in the room, 80% of your games are 1-2, 1-3. You know, so the low stakes streams, you're seeing more of what I think is common.
Okay, so here's what I love. when hands are kind of like setup hands, I love watching our regular GTO players, like a Matt, like a maybe Sasha, maybe Zach, and a Zon playing those big hands. But in general, I prefer these kinds of games where it's a little more splashy. It's fun to watch.
Yes.
Nobody likes watching GTO
Yeah.
folding all the time, the GTO players.
It's funny tonight when they were just starting the game, and Watbrai says, "Hey, we got to get all of our bad play out right now before they start recording at 6:30 for the stream." I said, "No. Do your bad play at 6:30. That's what we want to see. That's what makes the game entertaining and fun."
Watbrai races to 26, gets a bunch of college. Everybody's going to school. Everyone's in college. Mbaldi with Ace King. I hope he's putting in a 3-bet here, but I hope it's big enough. The pot is already 144. He makes it 100 and looks like 30.
Ace King, I feel, gets very overvalued in cash games. In tournaments, it's very strong, but people a lot of times will treat it like a big pocket pair in a cash game, and it can bite you right in the butt.
I think it's overvalued in tournaments.
Do you?
Oh yeah, cash game game is like a whole different world. I play a lot of things in cash that I won't play in tournaments.
Sweet.
Oh god. You know, you're gonna give me nightmares. I felt like I was wrapped. Rapid.
I can't believe you denied me.
Look at this. Brian calls.
That was for you, Sly Cry.
This is what makes the game awesome. Players like Brian.
Yes.
Do you want everyone folding? Brian says King 5 suited. Yeah.
What did Crispy do?
Crispy Bacon's calling.
With 8-6 suited.
Ladies and gentlemen, poker's alive and well
That is
in
what
the city
winning
of Sacramento.
25K and a jackpot will do. You can call now with 8-6 suited. Spades would be devastating for Crispy.
Brett
Are we
Michael-
back around to Lucas? What's up?
Brett Michael asks, how can I mute Justin and just keep Veronica? Yeah,
Just invite her to your house. That's how you do it.
I'm cheap and easy. So here we are with Lucas calling. Everyone's going to college. Everyone's getting 4-year degrees.
4-way action, just like when you were in college.
Sudadesa says Lucas has to, right? 996 on the flop. Crispy Bacon, only one with a pair, pulls ahead here.
Lucas inside straight, and we got some backdoor possibilities for Mbaldi.
Lucas's poker face is the worst. The worst.
Oh, that's why he's putting his glasses back
Yeah.
on. Brian checks as well, and now Crispy with a chance maybe just steal this right on the flop, but he checks.
Sly Cry says, I've watched a lot of games on stones. This one is making my mouth water so bad. 10 of spades on the turn. Lucas now picks up top pair and pulls ahead.
And now I see what
And
you're saying
bets.
about that poker face, because he gets
Five-
a big grin when the 10 comes.
583 in the pot and bets 100. I don't like that sizing at all.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
like it.
like come hither.
No, it's like
It is
I'm a
come
little
hither.
scared. There's a lot of people in this pot. I've only got top pair with a really crappy kicker.
His kicker actually is kind of nice though, because it gives him a straight possibility too.
Miss Blonde sounds like my mom. She loud, LOL, so loud. SD619HR, you're welcome, honey. Does your mom pull your hair and spank you too? So Lucas bets 100. Brian pops it up, says, let's go upstairs.
Wow.
400
Wow,
with a king.
that is so gross.
With 3% equity.
Lucas is stacking up his
This
chips
is
though.
the
He's gonna come
game-
along.
This is the game you all want to be in. You
How
don't
can Lucas call
understand.
this? Brian is putting maximum pressure here.
This is what I'm telling you. His bet was so small. This is the game, ladies and gentlemen. This is what poker is. Brian doesn't care because he can post flop, put pressure on people. And now Lucas made this bet so small, it looks so weak to Brian, and Brian is pouncing on him. He's a little bird with a broken wing, and Brian is a cheetah. I'm just saying.
I think your analogy is spot on, but look at this. Look at this.
Wow.
Lucas is bringing the chips over the line. We're going to see a river card.
Says, F you, Veronica.
And the
I have
river
balls.
card's another 10. Lucas nuts up.
And it goes all of a sudden all in. I don't like that. He should have let Brian
Yeah.
bluff the river. Brian didn't have that much behind.
Well, I don't think Brian
Or-
was going to do much on the river with a double paired board. It's bad news for him. Brian putting maximum pressure here, but Lucas.
D22 So-So says, Veronica, it's Wayne. Don't be angry. I'm not angry. I'm not. Shaq Spencer says, LOL, Brian is nuts. You have to love Brian.
Yeah.
If you love poker, you love Brian. Brian is the best thing any game could have.
He's the best
plays
thing
everything.
that's happened to poker since they stopped using rocks and started using chips.
Just on 11, please. I hate college says you have to check and let him bluff. With the
He just got
size
so excited.
with the size of Brian's
very
stack,
excited.
I agree with that because there's really no bet that you could do that wouldn't put Brian all in. So I think with the size of Brian's stacks, you check and let Brian bluff. If he doesn't, I mean you run that risk. But that's the only thing you can do to get Brian's chips in the middle. I think at that point. James Shermkus, what's up? He says this was played so perfect.
He said bad though.
Why? Why? Why do you want to throw Brian under the bus?
I'm not throwing Brian under the
Oh,
bus.
you're talking about our other play. You shouldn't throw anyone in the bus. It
No,
was
he
played
says it was
perfect.
played bad. I don't think it was
I
played
think
bad.
it was perfect.
I mean, the only thing I would have done differently is from Lucas's seat. I would have checked that river.
Bubble, he says, easier to say when you can see the cards, right? I agree.
That is true.
James Chirkus says, agrees with me. He says, check. It's simple. Yeah. I think if Brian has like 2K behind, I think it would have been good to put in a value bet because more than likely if Brian has nothing, he might check. But
I think what if Lucas
Because
just
it's
bet
such a small
100 on the
size.
river again like he did on the turn?
no, that would have been ridiculous. It's the size of the pot.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Let Brian try to shove all in on him on the river. All right, we're getting carried away. 10-6-6 on the flop, 2 diamonds. Lucas with a nut flush draw turns the nuts. Effective nuts. I know the board's paired. It's the effectiveness. Brett Michael says Veronica cracks me up. You're welcome. I'll send
See,
you my
James
bill.
says checking the river would be bad too. I disagree there. I think check is optimal.
Sly Cry, yes. Brian is loose, but you have to understand, Brian, I think, is a great player. He just... I know something about Brian that some of you don't know. I don't think the money means as much to him as it does to a regular player. That's. I'm not saying, I'm just saying.
Saying not.
So it's different when the money doesn't mean anything to you. When you swim in money,
Oh, like Scrooge McDuck?
like Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah.
Dive into your gold, own like a 10,000 square foot mansion. It doesn't mean as much to...
Does he own a
to what-
10,000 square foot mansion?
I don't know, I'm just...
I'm gonna have
maybe.
to start partying with Brian.
Maybe you drive a different 100K car to Stones every day. Like, I don't know.
It's like you're so rich that when you're done with your car runs out of gas, you just
You
throw it away and
leave
get a
it.
new car.
It's like in Dubai, you just leave the Ferrari on the side of the road. So the 1-3 game is like, I'll see the river every hand. I hate college. That may be correct. Canadian Shooter asks, how many igloos is 10,000 square feet? 45. That's exact number. D22 So-So said they told me don't get mad, get even. If I knew how to get even, I wouldn't be at the casino still. Right? Devin raises to 16. I love it. I'm going to get plus 2 with an 8-9. And Porter with an ace-8 calls. Devin flops a flush draw. And Porter a little bit of nothing. 10 on the turn. They check around.
Because Devin actually is on an inside straight draw as well. Makes a bet. That's a semi bluff, and he's going to take it down right here.
Canadian Shooter says also what's a feet. I agree. I really like kilometers.
It's all dirty all over here. There's like just rings and all.
I've had to get used to miles.
This is the slush fund over here.
Are we, and by we I mean Americans now, because you're American, right?
No.
You're not? Okay. So we not counting you, we're the only ones that use feet?
Yeah.
The rest of the world is kilometers.
Okay, so
Meters, metric
England
system.
is on the metric system except for their miles. They still use miles. But everyone else uses kilometers in the entire freaking world.
Why do we have to be so difficult here?
Because it's America, and we love it.
America.
America. It's the greatest country in the world. I've lived in other places. You can suck at Trebek if you think otherwise.
Wow, lucky to be Trebek, huh?
Lucas, on his roll, raises to 13. Lucas and Devin, man, love these two. And Baldy says, yes, please. In the cutoff, let's go. Three-way, standard. 10 deuce on the flop. Devin flops top pair. Nothing else for nobody. Lucas may still feel comfortable in this hand. Devin leads. Bets 20. Lucas calls. Quick call with a 5. And M. Baldy folds. King on the turn. Doesn't change anything. James Shurkus. Coffee fee.
Kafif.
Kafif.
This game is very Kafif, for sure.
Oh, you're so Kafif.
I haven't seen a game this Kafif for a while.
I've been Kafifing for a while.
I thought I smelled something.
I add actually a lot of sugar to my Kafif. It's really bitter. Sweeten it up.
Time to make spell check great again.
Dylan Smith in the YouTube chat says Lucas for the win. Yep. J Ma, I don't know if you're still in the YouTube chat, but gave me a heart. What's up? And Marcus Bailey says I like Harlan too. Harlan is one of our favorite crushers too. Do you have your own Stones card too, even though you work here? Wow, 002? Who beat you?
The developer of the software.
Oh
That
God.
bastard. I told him, I want to be the first card. He goes, no, I got to test it. And he put his name in real quick.
Sure. My number's 2. Your number's actually 00000000002.
Number 2. Boom. Number 2.
Jack 8-6 on the flop. Waprai flops top pair, and Brian flops 2 pair with 8-6, and we love it. Checked around 4 of hearts on the turn. Waprai now picks up a flush draw, so this is a really beautiful spot for Waprai. Unfortunately, Brian is still ahead in equity. Sunny8644 says, I'll be in Vegas next month. Come party with me, Veronica. That's after the World Series of Poker. I don't know. I might. Let me think about it. Brian raises to 135. So Waprai calls the $25 bet, and then Brian pops it to 135. Waprai calls. River is an 8, pairs the board. Brian now makes a boat. Waprai sitting there with a lonely old jack. Jacks and 8s, I should say. Brian might get paid because he's so loose.
I'm sorry. I'm dying at the chat room. It's too much right now.
Why are they freeing Lyman?
Huh? What happened with Lyman?
Oh, I hate college said something about genitals.
Standard.
And look, Waprai called Brian's well, it wasn't all in. Waprai went all in. Called Brian's bet.
Just with the jack, huh?
Yeah, because it's Brian.
Yeah. So I say, Brian.
That's how Brian gets paid. Brian sets this stuff up. He's smarter than you guys think.
Smarter than the average bear.
He comes on the live stream, sets these hands up, makes himself appear to be loose, and then he scoops in the poker room. You guys don't understand this. He's a freaking mad genius. Canadian Shooter says free Lyman.
Jake hasn't really played a hand since that one that he lost to Brian that was crazy.
D22 So said I dared Waprai to stand up and yell, "Show me the money." Everybody's sad about Waprai.
Look at Porter and Lucas' stacks right now.
Huge.
They've gotten massive.
Huge. My stacks are so huge. All my friends know that my stacks are huge. Anybody that knows me knows that my stack is huge. Why is everyone so deep stacked in a 1-3? Because this is stones and you can match stacks.
I want to say this, but I want you to get mad, okay?
Okay.
I think this game might be approaching Veronica and Friends levels.
No. Do you understand that people cash me outside? How about that? Cash out of Veronica and Friends up like 4K.
What's that right there? That's like 3K in front of him.
Yeah, but I'm talking about up.
That's why I said approaching.
Crispy or fried?
Crispy Bacon races to 70. Brian calls. Everybody's laughing and having a good time. How much do I love this game?
That's always the sign of a good game. You don't want the game where everyone's just somber and grinding. They got their hoodies and their glasses.
Yeah,
you want
and their
people
headphones.
joking and doing shots and
Having fun.
some friendly banter.
King, queen on the flop.
Wow.
Brian flops a queen. Crispy Bacon, lots of kings.
Goes check. Oh, he didn't check. This could be a crazy hand, especially if Brian does his usual thing. And he is.
Brian checks. Crispy Bacon bets 65. Brian quickly calls.
I'm just waiting for that 10.
6 on the turn. Changes nothing.
Yeah, Crispy cannot be beat now. He can only be bet off the pot, which is unlikely with Trip Kings.
So Brian checks. Crispy Bacon now continues. Crispy Bacon's trying to get value out of a queen right now. Or a worse king. River's an ace.
Yeah.
Now, Brian, is he essentially going to turn his hand into a bluff here on the river? He's thinking, is he going to just check and give up, or is he going to try to lead? Crispy Bacon, oh no, he checks. So Crispy Bacon now is betting. It looks like a nice little value bet.
Yeah, and
300.
This is definitely not. I don't think you're
I don't
getting
think
Brian
that's a
to put
full
any more
300.
money
That's
in.
a 250 bet. Look, those are
Yeah.
only 2 chips. Canadian Shooter said, can we get a ticker on the screen that shows just how much Jake is down?
Why do they want to hate on Jake all the time?
Because it's Jake.
He's a nice guy, though.
Oh, look, he's going to get paid off.
You have to grab it fast and move fast.
They giveth and they taketh.
Wow, I can't believe Brian actually called there. I'm being shocked by a few things on the stream tonight.
Zanbot says, please remember that if Jake talks too much, there's always a mute button on the stream.
It's true.
It's beautiful.
Very true.
Mute Jake. I love it. You guys put that on there?
That's from the Chris Moneymaker show.
What other stuff? He had a few different things.
Yeah, that was good. I think the other ones are dead, but
Mr. Toop, what's up? I know it's supposed to be top, but it's Toop, but it's not, but it is. Veronica and Prisoners.
there's this one too, which is great. Oh wait, not that one. That one's okay. This one. There.
Veronica and Hostages.
Hostages.
Yes,
That's one of my favorites.
That was like after one of the first few ones I had.
My favorite is the poster, the Blonde and Friends. That is the most hilarious thing ever.
That was a big needle. I love that. I
was
like
the
a
best.
good needle. Lucas raises to 15. Chris calls. Brian pops it up. 3 bets it to 65. Brian says, listen, schmucks, I'm done playing around. Let's put some money in this game.
We're getting some advice for Jake in the chat room from Slycry. He says, Jake, bro, I know you will read this. In this game, you have to mix it up, bro. Let loose. Start raising Brian hard, bro.
Queen 10-10 on the flop. Great impression. Brian
Thanks, bro.
flops top pair. Still good. Lucas checks to him. Lucas, this is what Brian does. Brian gets 5 deuce from a fairly snug player to call. This is what Brian does. Shaq Spencer says Veronica S&M Wednesdays. Yep. Savage Medic says I whip my hair back and forth. I do not.
And I could say whatever I wanted to.
And now everyone's going to start saying it. Go ahead, everybody in the chat, whip your hair back and forth. Let's hear it.
I would have got a text here in a minute once I had finished up.
Yeah.
You know what you look like tonight?
Like a whore?
No, I wasn't going to say that.
Okay,
I was
sorry,
just
Jake
gonna-
always says that.
I was just going to think that. I was going to say, you look like one of those girls from like an 80s rock video.
Oh, on that one. On that. Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, wow.
So, play came in quick. I didn't have any flush draw.
That's a compliment.
You look like you died in the 80s and your corpse is still walking around.
I was
cold.
barely alive in the 80s. Just a twinkle in my daddy's eye.
Yeah, okay, 40-year-old.
I see him laughing over there. I'm wondering how bad they're laughing about it. I have to listen.
LOL, Veronica sighs like Lyman. I hate college says my ex-girlfriend had Veronica and friends, but it was more like strip poker minus the poker feels bad man.
Just in time.
Right.
I made a
Did you ever think when you were younger you were going to grow up to be Lyman?
Come on, get this ring.
No, you saw my tweet. I always thought I was going to be a supermodel,
But you became Lyman.
and then I became Lyman.
Yeah. But like a super hot Lyman. Because Lyman's not
No,
super
this is a
hot.
lot of work. Lyman just lets himself be. I spend like 4 hours
Oh, let's not start
every
with this.
day.
Let's not start with this. At least it would just be water. Last time she got whipped cream all over me.
Canadian shooter said Veronica's social insurance number is 2.
I got a big noggin.
What do you want to do? Why do you go up, down? What do
Graham Call wants to see you and Lyman together.
I would love that.
Why don't we get you
I
and
asked
Lyman
him.
here on
I
So's
asked
Live?
him.
What do you say?
I don't think he's a real human. I think he's a puppet. I've never met him in person, and he refuses to go do anything with me. So whatever.
What if I flew him out?
Okay, well let's talk to him. He won't listen to me.
What makes you think he'll listen to me?
Listen, I'm wearing my I Love Lyman underwear, and he
Linda.
still won't come
Linda,
over.
Can I see?
I don't want to. You're like, oh, I'm just gonna
Don't raise hands.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah? I love Lyman. It said a big picture of Lyman right on the front of him.
That's where my muff is.
Raised down like
Raised
that.
to 27 by Porter. Lucas calls. M. Baldy calls. Devin calls also. Jimmy Bat says, looking good, Veronica. Thank you. Like an 80s video. King 10-6 on the flop. 2 clubs. M. Baldy picks up top pair.
Look at that Porter with the inside straight draw. He might try and, I was going to say he might try and see a cheap card, but he's actually going to lead out here. From
Major
the small
giggles.
blind.
Nice to see you. Savage Medic says, to be fair, Veronica, Lyman's curls might be nicer. They're real. I have to curl my hair. Porter bets 85. M. Baldy is always up to something. Top pair here. Crappy kicker.
And you could tell it's crap because she said it twice.
That's why. And he calls. Oh, sorry, he's raising. That was $85 bet. He's raising, it looks like, to $185.
This is an interesting line by Porter to have pretty much nothing, an inside straight draw and lead out for 100.
Because wine.
Yeah.
It's Wine Wednesday.
I don't think he's drinking wine.
I hate college says Brian is not in this pot. Someone check his pulse. I'm genuinely
Right?
concerned.
We'll go out there and make sure he's still alive. Canadian shooter wants to know if Lyman's tart. What's that mean?
Sour.
Oh, he's sour.
You don't know what tart means?
Oh, I just say it
My hair's
seems.
stuck in my glasses. What's going on? Oh.
How sick would it be if Porter re-raised here? No, he's gonna
No
let
one,
it go.
people don't have it in them. I'm just telling you. It's very rare.
Brian would.
Veronica, I told Lyman to jump in the chat. D22 as so said. Yeah, well, we'll see. Once in a while he jumps in here, but I don't know.
He'll come in for you. I thought that
He does come for me.
I thought that Lyman was all about Veronica. I thought that was his thing.
He does love me, but only from a distance. He won't actually give me real love.
A lover from a distance.
From a distance. I asked him several times to come do commentary with me, to come play a game. The games are too small for him here. He's a big guy, big shooter.
So Shaq Spinner 32 wants to know why Jake is the short stack.
Because it's Jake.
He's definitely not the chip leader at the
The great
table.
thing in this game is that there's an $11 straddle in a 1-3 game. Poker's alive and well, ladies and gentlemen. Come down to Sacramento, get you some.
This time Porter's on the button with 9s, and of course, anytime you have a pocket pair, there's going to be an ace.
D22 So said that Lyman is the PLO host at Commerce. Yeah, probably. Ace deuce on the flop, and looks like
Oh, he's at
Devin.
Commerce now?
Yeah, I don't know. The things he tells me,
Who's your boyfriend? I thought you knew.
he's my side chick.
What's up? Jimmy Bluffett joins us in the chat room. Nice to have you. And Lucas is going with it here.
So Devin bet 65. It looked like Lucas is just calling, or did he pop it up? No. Lucas raises to 250. Porter called the raise. Porter just squeezed into this mess. Devin folds, and now Porter's like, what is going on here?
And now both the 9s are gone, so Porter can't even hit a 9 to come
The
back
thing
here.
is, this board, I wouldn't have raised if I was Lucas. This board is like, you're gonna,
Yeah.
you can't, there's
No
no
one
draws.
else can have anything.
There's really nothing, and it was a raise. Like you're just crushing this board, and no one can stay. I would have just called. There, you've got a better and a caller. That's a dream come true for flopping a crushed flop. You're crushing everybody. You're like, got the whole table on a headlock.
So we do have your little flyer up there on the screen. Just a quick reminder that you are now collecting hours anytime you're playing in any live cash game, including Omaha and Limit Hold'em games, towards a free entry into our 40K player appreciation tournament on July 30th. Head to our website, check it out. There's multiple ways to qualify, but the biggest positive EV one is to just play hours in our games. And depending on how many hours you play, you can start with 5, 10, or 15,000 in chips in that tournament.
Dylan Smith in the YouTube chat says I have fantastic hair, so talk to the phone because you
I didn't say anything bad about your hair. I said you look like an 80s rock video girl.
No.
That's
J-Ma,
a good thing.
J-Ma in the YouTube chat says, I'm still here, Veronica, watching from the airport. Well, hello from the airport.
Which airport? Where are you going, more importantly?
There was a $10 straddle and a lot of college. 6, 9, 10 appears as though on the flop. Watt Bry has nothing, and it looks like Porter just flops a 9. Nothing else for anybody. Brett Michael wants to know how many hours.
I'm getting him a link so he can check everything out.
9 pairs the board. Porter now has a lot of 9s.
There you go, guys. Check out the chat room if you want more information on that 40K free roll coming up in July. Just click on that link. It'll tell you everything you need to know. It's going to be very fun.
Bubble Health for the win. If you want money, you need some from a job. What?
Huh?
Huh? Who? Ace on the river. Jimmy Bluffett, what's up? Nice to see you in the chat. Jimmy Bluffett's finally posting pictures of himself. Porter bets and quick call out of Devin with an ace. Porter says, ship it. Sandy Joy, what's up? Nice to see you in the chat.
Nice turn, bro.
You know, I see Sandy all over social media, in the chat room on Twitch. I don't think I've ever met her in real life. Have you?
I think Sandy is Canadian, to be honest with you. I'm
So
trying to
she's
think.
watching from Canada?
Sandy, let us know where you're watching from. I'm trying to think if I see her. What? Sandy.
Jimmy Bat's in the chat room. He wants to tell Jake to stop
No,
being a nit and to start
no.
crushing some fish.
No, Sandy Joy is not the Canadian. Sorry, I follow like a bunch of poker females,
Oh, okay.
women. Sandy Joy is. Isn't she a prop here?
No,
Or she plays here.
she's not a prop.
Yeah, she's in California.
Okay. I don't think I've met her.
I don't know what's going on. I randomly fall on a lot of weird things. $6 straddle and everybody calls. Queen 8, 3, and
Jake in this hand with 8s and hits a set.
everybody's got a lot of cards.
I love the huge multi-way pots we're seeing. I love getting 5, 6 players in pre-flop is just fantastic.
Hard for commentary, but
Yeah.
good for everybody. Jake bets 15.
not
Everybody
about
calls
us.
because nobody respects him. Jack on the turn.
Ouch.
Board got a little wet. A 9-10 would be the nuts here. And Brian says, hello, Jake. I'm here to crush your soul.
Oh my God.
I'm
Did
your
that really
worst-
just happen?
I'm your worst nightmare, Jake.
That's disgusting.
And Brian, like
Just
a
smooth call.
slithering snake, in the grass that you can't see, just calls.
Now, unless the board pairs here, Jake is in a world.
Oh, Jake. Pay the man his money.
Oh my God, is Jake gonna spaz here and put it all in?
King 10 is the nuts here. But, oh, Jake's just gonna hate this. Brian's
Oh,
gonna...
look at Brian's
Brian's face.
Oh my God, he's like, Jake is about to hate me.
London Noise says, boom.
This is pretty gross, B.
Brian's gonna pop it.
It's
It's
a
just
pop,
a matter
yeah.
of how much. Jake doesn't have that much behind 3.
Oh my
Ah!
God, look at Jake is going crazy.
Jake hates the
This
world.
is pretty gross. And how does Jake get away from this? How does that
He
even
can.
happen? I mean, I know he can.
There's 2 cards that beat him right
Is
now.
he putting Brian on 9-10 or
A
King 10?
9-10 or a King 10 beats him.
Look,
and
oh my
Brian,
God,
does
Jake.
Brian do this with 2 pair? Yes, he may.
You know what's going on in Jake's head right now. It's like 10 voices, right?
At least.
Yeah.
Poor
And
Jake,
he knows.
Sonny's.
I think he knows he's beat, but I don't
Brett
know if he's
Michael
going
says
to go
he's
with this
never
read.
folding. No, he's not folding here. I'm just telling you. Brian gets
This
this
is
smug
so
little,
dirty. This is
Brian
oh,
gets
he
this smug-
shows him 1 card.
and which makes Jake want to call more. Now Jake thinks that he's got.
Oh, Jake
now
is
Jake
showing
thinks he has
too.
a pair.
Jake is showing too.
I don't know why Jake is doing this to himself. He's torturizing himself, like
Oh
my mother
my
would
God.
say. Why you torturize mother? I hate college says this is
Jake,
so
I
sad.
hope you can get away from this. I hope you can do it, buddy.
Brett Michael says he should never fold for this size. I don't know. Like,
It's all his chips. How has Brian run so good?
because it's Brian.
Oh,
Hello.
I didn't know that was the reason. Slycry is picking up body tells on Brian. It says compare his body language to the one where he had nothing. He sees a big difference. Jake lets it go. He gets away.
He's being nice to Jake. Why are you making like I wouldn't have shown
Look
Jake?
at- yeah,
because
Jake
the
is-
steam would get so much more
He's
real.
still steaming. Look at him.
The steam would get so much more real if you didn't show Jake your cards, and because he thinks everybody's bluffing him. That's a sign. Like being stubborn and thinking everyone's bluffing you is really bad.
That was pretty dirty.
I hate college says fantastic fold. Yep.
Chips on
I love
living.
that like they played a little mind game. Like the level on level and level was very real. I like there's
Yeah.
torturizing going on, and we like very much. Pay this man his money.
I think once Brian shows the 1 card, I think it makes it pretty obvious to Jake.
That was beautiful. Jimmy Bats. Oh, they're all trolling Jimmy Buffett. Jimmy Bats says pro fold ninja golf clap. I don't know what that is. I don't know what a ninja golf clap is.
Even as kind as that was, I still wouldn't feel bad.
So people are watching Stones live at the World Series.
You're one of the good guys, Ryan. Everyone's
Oh,
Watching whales.
yeah. Motorstar 508 says especially after showing 1 card. Dak V10. Hey Veronica. Hey, what's up? To a flop, $30 raise, couple callers, 10-7 deuce. Jake flops a 7.
Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Brian's open-ended. It's coming.
Of
It's
course he
coming.
Mr. Cam OTEQ? No. Queen on the turn. There's a $10 bet. Got a call.
Attention all players, do a word check on a 725.
Look, and look at this pot already.
Look at that penis bet.
Kelly here.
Oh yeah, just coming right in.
That's what she said.
Get you.
Yep.
Oh, Porter's grabbing a lot more chips, a bunch of green ones.
Here, Porter, word check.
What's
Just a
going on
pair
with Porter?
of 7s, and it looks like we're getting maybe $500 or $600 out of
Picking his
it.
aggression in weird spots. He does have a flush draw, but there is only 1 card to come.
Kevin Hills here. Russell, word check
I mean, Porter's been sitting back watching how Brian plays for a long time, so I think he figures that this is just a spot where he's good enough to go. It's a big pot. It's almost 1,000.
The Poker Nomad in the YouTube chat, what's up, said, Veronica, you're looking amazing tonight. Thank you, honey.
Just like an 80s rocker girl.
Shut up, I hate you. We're not friends anymore. Put it on the penis. Let's go.
And
Womp,
bust
womp,
up.
womp.
Actually, so the 7 is still good though.
Brian checks. Look at how different his body language is, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Porter all in. Wow, I like it. Porter has a pair and watched Brian shut down. He's probably very in tune to Brian's body language.
Porter does show the 7.
Jimmy Bluffett says the guy I'm traveling with to Vegas is named Porter.
Is it that guy? Or a
Probably.
different
There's
Porter?
only one.
Yeah, there can only be one, right? Just like Justin's, there can only be one. Yeah, Porter thought he was bluffing there, but he actually had the best hand. Good call, Brett.
I can't find my lip gloss in this purse of mine.
This is a crazy action in this game tonight. Very exciting stuff.
Wow, standard sayings out of Justin. That's crazy action. Standard stuff.
Yeah, we need to get Lucas
Classic.
get his chips off of the sensor. What the
Classic.
hell is this? This is some stripper stuff.
Yeah, man, you should see my perfume. You think I don't learn from the best?
Well, I know you've missed work a couple times because of pole dancing accidents.
Right?
Yeah.
Gotta make my money, baby. Raise to 25, M. Baldy, and everybody calls. 3, 7, 8, 2 diamonds. Lucas flops a queen high flush draw. M. Baldy also with a flush draw.
We got seating for Kelly, Rick S.
Really not much. Devin with a 3, bottom pair. And Brian with a whole lot of air.
TJC.
So Devin bets 40. Brian checks. Devin bets 40. Lucas quickly calls. And M. Baldy with a flush draw. 5 high.
Lucas also.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for getting here. We appreciate you getting here late, but you got here.
I'm here.
Canadian Shooter says, hey, sometimes those poles get cold and you get stuck, right? Your tongue. And a raise out of M. Baldy
Wow.
in the hijack.
So M. Baldy has been quiet for quite some time, and now he's coming in to get a little aggressive with a flush draw. Well, he does have a 3. I guess maybe he's thinking flush draw on a pair. So we're probably going to end up heads up here with Lucas and M. Baldy.
Call. 5 on the turn. It is a heart.
What a great
Now M. Baldy
card.
picks up 2 pair with a flush draw. Lucas still here with just a queen high flush draw.
Little does M. Baldy know he does not want to
He
hit
does
his
not
flush.
want a diamond, yeah.
And we got a check out of Lucas, and M. Baldy is, looks like 300. He's stacked out 3.
Sly cry, simmer down.
And he made multiple motions, so we're assuming we got a verbal bet out
Multiple
of him.
motions.
Yeah, my favorite kind, multiple ones.
Well, yeah, my favorite kind too. Mr. Cam Oteek says, Veronica, were you so darn yummy? Thanks. I try.
Wow, Lucas is coming along, and we're going to see a river card.
If a diamond comes, it's going to be so gross.
No diamond.
No dice.
M. Baldy is good, and little does he know what a beautiful card that was for him. Because he's probably thinking in his mind a diamond's a backup, right?
And Baldy?
Yeah.
Yeah. He didn't know how thin his equity actually was. He thought it was a lock.
A lot.
A lock. Lock. Like click, click.
It's half price. Mine is expensive.
Lucas has given up. No bluff. Is not turning his hand into a bluff. And M. Baldy is leading all in.
Nice move by the dealer. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah.
Very slick.
That dealer,
Very slick.
slick and sexy. Lucas says no dice. Jig 3D9, what's up? Canadian Shooter said V has owned more than one random orbital
I got you. Reading's hard.
orbital slander in her life, just a hunch. Yep. I don't think Ryan's down 1,400 at all.
I have to say, the chat is definitely the best part of the show. Thank you guys for being the most entertaining thing on Stones Live. First of all, you're never going to New Jersey. Come on, who goes to New Jersey?
Or to ball. Veronica's peeking again, apparently. Jig3D9 is asking me if this is live. It is not. I am a figment of your imagination. This is a dream within a dream.
We're all just lizard people anyway, so we're descended from lizard people.
Well,
really.
Trump is $6 straddle, and Jake's coming in for a raise with an ace-7 on the button. I don't love it, but I think it's a great tournament move. But what do I know? I'm just Veronica. Porter says, I give you maximum action. M. Baldy, fresh off of a nice win. Diamonds have been good to him. He said, well, maybe. Let's do this.
And there's a couple diamonds.
3-5-6 on the flop.
And
M.
Baldy's got
Baldy,
to be in love with
inside
this flop.
straight draw with a flush draw. Jake sitting there with, again.
I think Baldy's wide open ender there.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. That's my bad. Jake with an inside flush draw. I got their names mixed up. Porter with King High. Mad T 1993. It is going fantastic tonight. Thank you. Porter steps away from the hand. Jake bets 80 on the button. Got checked too. And now M. Baldy says, okay, let's see. Let's see a turn. 10
Yeah, why
on the
not?
turn.
Does Jake continue here?
I really can't tell you what goes on in Jake's head. I think Jake's nuts.
Yeah,
check,
he's
check.
going to check back. A 4 would be devastating.
3 on the river. Jake is ahead here.
Wow. After all
ace high.
that. Crazy. Hey, what did I tell you earlier?
Don't
There'll
stop.
never be a problem.
D22 at So-So says, show me the money. Show me the Lyman. You said you were texting Lyman.
Yep.
Show me the Lyman.
We don't see no
I
Lyman.
call your bluff.
If Lyman comes in the chat room tonight,
We'll
I
show
am
you
going to
the-
make a proposal to him. I'm going to get down on one knee and say, Lyman, will you,
With Veroniczka.
with who?
Veroniczka.
Is that your
Weronika Barbara Kontnicka. To jest moje
I
imię.
love the accent.
How'd that feel?
Ghost of M. Baby. Honey.
Finally! Hey, be on time.
Yeah, why are you like? Why do you not love? Why you not love Veronica? Why you torturize Veronica so much? Why you not love me? Does Crispy Bacon have a poker coach? He is a poker coach.
Do people still do poker coaching?
Yes, they do. My poker coach dumped me because I wasn't learning anything.
Can they dump you?
Yeah, he's
Did you
like,
really
we're
have
not.
a poker coach that really
Yeah,
dumped
and he
you?
was like, we're not getting anywhere. You're not practicing. I'm like, I don't have
Hey,
time.
good flop for Porter.
Ace on the turn, checked around.
We call that the nuts.
Porter has the nizzies. Rick and Barstow, I swear to freaking God, you speak Italian?
I like this strategy. That happens.
Mad Boar, what's up? Nice to see you in the chat.
I'm straddling for 100.
Sunny864, you're my lucky guy, baby.
Crispy is the chip leader, as Jake would say.
If I hit that live straddle for 40, that one would be an ace.
2.4 Ks. And remember here on Stones Live, Ks are good. You want lots of Ks. Lots and lots of Ks.
2690, welcome to the chat. Nice to see you. You're my bae too. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's angry_Polak. If you want to Snapchat me, I always Snapchat every day, all day. Veronica Star with 2 R's. Get at me. Snapchat's fun. Sometimes, I'm not going to say what I do. Sometimes I do stuff that I shouldn't. when it's hot outside.
Yeah, I saw the backflips on the trampoline.
Oh, I can do backflips. I do sun tanning. I do coding. All kinds of stuff on my Snapchat.
C#,
C#,
Java,
Python.
Python.
No one does freaking Java anymore. It's not 1989. Jake races to 75.
You say it's not 1989, but your hair says different.
You bitch! Ah!
Got her. All right. So M. Baldy with 7 deuce going up against Jake's pocket 7s.
Queen
and
6-4, all diamonds.
good news for Jake.
Look at M. Baldy, what he's calling Jake with. He's just trying to kill Jake. That's what he's trying to do. A 7 deuce. You know what this is? This is a needle. This is a needle. M. Baldy's trying to needle Jake right now.
If only he'd hit.
While he's down, he's trying to poke a bear. The bear is angry and hungry, and he's poking it.
That's the best kind of bear to poke. And that should wrap it up right there.
Brett Michael, I don't use R. R is a lot more complicated than Python. SAS is probably easier too.
Where's the case? Oh, wow, I thought I had a diamond. I really did.
Hey, Jake scooped a pot.
Whee!
Is it a kill pot?
Let's do it. Let's do this. Very well done.
Hey, is there an Omaha game going tonight? We should go play.
You're the poker room manager.
We should go. I am not actually.
Are you actually asking
We
me
should go
that?
play when we're done.
You're the tournament director?
Right now.
Oh.
Are we gonna go play?
How did I respect you all this time?
I know, right?
You're actually nobody.
I'm nobody.
We don't even have tournaments in this place.
There's no tournaments.
It's like, I'm the slot machine manager.
Dude, that would be a great job. That would
There's
be
no
a
slot
fantastic
machines in
job.
Stone. I'm in charge of keeping the air clean from all the smoke.
Before funny story, actually not funny, just a story. Before I worked like in the room as a dealer, as a floor and all that stuff, I actually worked for a company writing software for slot
C++.
machines. No, for slot machines.
The Jake raises to 30, gets a couple callers, Brian and Crispy
Look
Bacon.
at Brian.
Jack Deuce 3 on the flop.
Jake does have an inside straight draw.
Sorry, and you were writing code for slot machines.
That was it. I told you it wasn't a funny story, just a story. That's what I did before this. I wrote code and managed a SQL database for server-based slot machines for IGT.
Ghost of M says,
Pretty
Veronica, people still do Java, they just don't know they're doing Java.
Smart. SMRT.
Apparently Lyman Poker is in the his.
That's what they're saying, but
You know, I feel like our
He's not in there.
Stones Live has been like bombarded with Lyman talk because we love him. I've seen Lyman's breasts.
were they nice?
They were very,
Perky?
very voluptuous and beautiful.
Voluptuous. I like that word. Voluptuous.
I would have taken those breasts out for a good time.
Look, even Ghost of M is doing the lull thing. What is up with that? You just need to knock it off.
D22 So-So says, Veronica, they said Lyman is barred from your chat. No, it is. He is not. We love him.
You guys are tripping.
Stop tripping. Be that drunk girl at 40-Year-Old Virgin. Stop it tripping.
That's like almost every girl I know.
Texas AG98 says Lyman loves Veronica.
If Lyman really loved Veronica, he needs to prove it by coming onto the show and doing a stream with Veronica.
So, King 5 on the flop. This is a limp pot. And Porter flops a lot of kings. We're hoping that M. Baldy has pocket fives. That'd be fun. But probably not.
Legendary One wants to know why the stream's so shaky. It's actually not. It's you. Like it might be because you're coming off the drugs and your hand shaking. You're holding your phone. If you set it down, it probably will be shaky. Right?
Well played. Check. And Porter bets 25. M. Baldy calls.
Legendary, set down your phone. That's what you do. Just set it down. Your hands are shaking. It's okay. It happens to all of us sometimes. Why can't we see M. Baldy's cards? What's going on here?
He's not participating.
He started calling me off with like, like the deuce of clubs for a flush draw.
Legendary hit F11 escape.
6 of diamonds on the turn, and now we see Porter again leading.
Yeah.
Porter getting.
He's hoping to get value out of a worse king right now.
Oh yeah,
He's crushed if someone has pocket fives.
He's playing like more like big one games.
Yeah, M. Baldy's doesn't have his chips on the, or have his cards on the reader properly.
Yeah, they need to be
Four-
up and down.
4 on the river, and I think Porter's taking this down.
I hate college is giving virus protection, computer virus protection advice.
That'll
and
be
stuff, right?
$45 for that one sentence of advice. D22, so-so. Lyman is probably trolling you because that's what Lyman does best. FizzBO in the YouTube chat says Lyman is funny. Thank you. Well played. I don't know. My cat's breath smells like cat food. Sorry, I just had to. Run it up, chick. Don't troll us. Don't troll us. You can buy into the biggest stack. This is not a tournament. We do not have a chip leader, but we do have, behold, a chip stack of doom.
Crispy Bacon waking up with some pocket queens, raises to 30, and gets action from 6-4 and 8-9.
This is why poker is alive in Sacramento, and this is why a 1-3 game is sometimes better than a 5-10.
Look at Crispy bets out even with the ace on the board. He's not scared.
And that's what I was telling myself when I called the flop. So I was like, if I get myself in the hut, so he just goes we check around the button. Right. Well, maybe he's just playing.
Brett Michael, Wayne types Lyman came in all caps, not gay. I don't know what that means. I don't know.
Oh, Lyman is in the poker room. What's up, Lyman?
No, he's not. I
It
don't
says
think
Lyman Poker.
Where?
Isn't that him right there? Maybe you just can't see him.
Oh, maybe I'm blocked from Lyman Poker. It's probably for my own good. That last time I stalked him didn't go over well.
Lyman, hit me up. We want you to come do a show with Veronica on Stones Live. Come on,
He would
buddy.
hate me.
Buddy.
He
Come
would
on,
absolutely
buddy.
hate me. From a distance, I'm okay. He'd hate me in the same room for 3 hours.
We'll just turn the lights out, make him low when he's in here.
Yeah, we'll put some romantic music on and give him
Light some
beer.
candles.
He'd need beer.
I'm serious, Lyman. You got my contact on Twitter, and you can get it right here.
Crispy Bacon raises
love to have
to
you in.
15.
Let me know when you're ready.
Porter calls, M. Baldy calls, Chris calls, and so does the Jake. What? 6, 7, 10 on the flop. The Jake and Chris both flop top pair. And Baldy's still here with 5s.
Killer K Tran wants to know if this game is uncapped. It's technically not. You can just buy it for the biggest stack.
King on the turn. Everybody checked. Now, Porter and Porter picks up an inside straight draw. 4 on the river. Everybody just checked around.
Crispy
London
with
Noise.
6-4, 2 pair.
London Noise, welcome to the chat room. Nice to see you.
Yeah, we need you to unblock Lyman so you
I'm
can
not.
talk to him.
I don't block Lyman.
Yeah, you.
I've never blocked
You got him
Lyman.
blocked. You
No,
got him
I do
blocked.
not.
Did he say something mean to you?
No, I've never blocked
I can
him
see his chat
from
on mine,
anywhere.
and you can't see him over there. How are we going to ask him to come and do a show with you when you got him blocked? Like, you got to treat him
up.
like he's part of the family, Veronica.
I hate you. Oh, see, I can see him right there. I don't
What the hell, man?
That's the first time I was 6-4. That's the second time I had it. That's right. If you don't pay him off, I pay him off. Yeah, we all said 6-4.
Crispy scoops it with his 6-4, making 2 pair on the river.
Now I lost my entire chat. Thanks, jerk.
You can just look at mine. I mean, you don't have everybody on there anyways. Why are you blocking people?
Lyman says I'm at 3.5 out of 10. I mean, that's great. He hates everybody. Wait till I tell him I voted for Trump. Then he'll really hate me. I didn't because I can't vote because I'm Canadian.
I thought you were going to say because you're a felon.
That too.
And then you said Canadian. I was like, oh yeah, I guess she is Canadian. Finally, Chris waking up with a big hand. Queen, queen. Let's see what he does with it here.
So M. Baldy looks like he called 25. Oh, Brian straddled 25. God, I love Brian. Bless his heart. If there was a God, I'd want God to send him to heaven. M. Baldy just calls the 25. Chris raises to 75. Brian says, okay, whatever.
Of course, Brian's calling. Okay, M. Baldy's going with it too.
If you pick up a hand and Brian's already called, it's your lucky day. Jack 7-7 on the flop. M. Baldy flops a jack, and he might be in a little bit of trouble
Yeah,
here.
this is danger.
Lyman Poker. Lyman Poker.
Lyman Porker. We've renamed him.
He said that we'd need to carry him here, I think.
Carry him. If I just fly you out. So Chris is sticking in about $125 with his queens, and Baldy's not going anywhere, and with good reason, because he picks up another jack on the turn.
He knew it was coming. It's science.
He had to have, yeah.
And now Chris just falls behind on this one. Only a queen can save him. 7. That's kind of gross.
Did Brian? Did Brian just bet? Oh, he checked. Okay.
I don't know what Brian's doing in this hand.
M. Baldy's stacking up a ton of chips. 400 of them. One thing I have to say I always love about Paul is, I mean, you see the stacks are 20 Paul, you get it, you see him out there, they're all the same. He'll still reach out there and just double check it. He wants to make it clear to everyone. He is like a role model for dealers. He does everything by the book, exactly how it should be done.
And he's handsome AF. Brian's like, you crazy bitch. You think you want some more of my money? This kid thinks he's gonna get more of my money. This crazy little bitch. Look at this.
He's actually thinking about it right now, though.
No, he's just in his head like, look at these little shits. They think they're gonna get money. Sorry about that. Look at these little whippersnappers. These are my little toys. Look at him. He's betting so cute. He bets so cute. D22 So says Wabrai in 10 minutes is going to stand up and yell, "Show me the money."
Is that true? Is it
I'm
really
interested to
happen?
see if this is true.
He's going to have a Jerry Maguire moment.
What the hell is Brian laughing? Brian thinks it's such a cute little bet. He's like, Brian, you know you're not playing the board. Come on.
Is Jake? I thought Jake doesn't drink when he plays, but that looks like he has a beer.
It's none of my business. He
So-
has to dispute that with his own woman. Oh, he calls, trying to play the board, thought he was going to chop.
Oh, wow.
Brian's great for this game.
Yeah.
Smiles.
I'm actually kind of shocked.
Calling for a chop.
I'm kind of shocked. I'm kind of shocked he calls there.
I love that he called for a chop. If you're in the YouTube chat, head down to Twitch because Lyman Poker is in there and he's doing a sesh in our chat.
In our chat, poker session, the Stones Live chat.
100% he's smoking a cigar right now and having a beer or some sort of, I don't know what else he
So
drinks.
he drinks like cognacs and scotches and like
He's
the little
rich.
swirly glass.
Whatever rich people drink. I drink Coors Light. No, I don't. I'm just kidding. I
If
couldn't
it's
do that.
Coors Light, if you put squeeze a lime in it, it tastes like a Corona.
No, it tastes like a shitty Coors Light stuff. Oh my god. I'm sorry.
You're horrible.
You know he's gonna
Do
fire
you want
me.
a spanking? Is
Yes.
that what you're going for? She's going for spankings.
Well, let's tell you.
You got a bad angle.
Oh, you knocked over the camera.
I did.
Yeah.
Good job. Make it right.
All right. Back to the action.
Canadian Shooter says, can we get an over-under on how long it'll take me to get banned in the YouTube chat? 2.5 minutes? I'll take the over.
Take the over, that's fine. I'll take that back.
Waprai raises to 30 on the button after everyone limped and got a bunch of callers because poker's alive and well. Queen 5-5.
Hey, look
on
at
the
Brian
flop.
with the club draw. Did you guys have any doubt that Brian would pick up a piece of this?
I can't stand this guy. What's up? Welcome to the chat. 10 on the turn after everyone checks.
Make sure you guys are belt in.
Now, Brian's still, well, Jake and Brian both have a club draw. Jake does pick up a pair on the turn. Jake does not want a club on this river.
He thinks he does. How is it that Brian always has Jake notched in this game?
It's just one of those days. It's a small sample size.
No-
7
no club,
on the
no
river.
club.
See, Jake has the best hand here.
You can think one of us stuck around the center for the judge. Either that or maybe a straight draw.
Clutcher kick. What's up? Nice to see you in the chat.
Is I'm very excited to announce that on July 26th, we are having the Vloggers game here at Stones. It's a Wednesday night. Mark your calendar. You don't want to miss it. Brad, Owen, Jeff Boski, Andrew, Nimi, to name a few, will be here. So we're gonna. I believe it's gonna be you in the booth here with Mr. Bartholomew Hansen. or as
Lyman,
known
me
as
and Bart.
Handsome. Bart
Lyman
Handsome.
is so happy to hear that.
So, guys, mark
and
it on your
Veronica.
calendar. July 26th, Veronica,
Maybe,
and
maybe
Bart
Lyman
for the Vloggers game.
Maybe Lyman could join Bart and I, and me.
Yeah, I'm sure that would go great.
And maybe he could be the cream in our cookie, like right in between us. That would be so good. Lyman Khan. Lyman's like, "Ugh." There's a vein throbbing his forehead right now.
That's not where you want your veins throbbing, by the way, so that's bad.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm just an innocent girl. $11 straddle, and we love it.
Question from the YouTube chat about the Vlogger game. It will be a 5-5 no limit hold'em game. That is July 26th. Super excited to have Brad Owen, Jeff
Ace,
Boski,
queen, eight
Andrew Nemi,
on
and
the
back to
flop.
this hand. Oh,
Ace, queen, 8 on the flop.
How about a straight
Checked
flush?
around. 10 on the turn. Checked around.
Devin
King
just
on the
waiting
river.
for someone to do something, and Chris will do it.
Chris will do something. C. Carried says V wants a threesome with Lyman and Bart. I couldn't pay either one of them to do that with me.
But if they agreed to it, you would?
They'd never agreed to it.
That's
so
not
I'll
what
say
I
yes.
asked. If they
Sure,
agreed
yes.
to it? Okay,
Sure,
done.
yeah.
Hey, you guys heard it here first.
They'd never agree to it.
Guys, high five right over the top. What a beautiful hand. How often? I mean, I've never had one.
He didn't get paid. That's not beautiful.
I mean, the hand is beautiful.
Nah,
Not getting paid sucks.
you're not getting paid. What is? Oh, I thought he was bringing around cookies. Ray, I thought you had cookies. They actually hand out warm cookies here at Stones all the time. I wouldn't mind a cookie right now. I'm hoping there is a straddle in this hand. It looks like Chris is Chris, who I haven't seen anything from him this entire game, raises to 15.
Well, he hasn't had a lot of cards. The one hand with queens, he ended up getting sucked out on by Jack 9.
LB71111 says, Brill Troll, what's up? Can't see anyone's cards. The Jake 3-bets to 45. Chris and Crispy Bacon decide to stick around. Everybody checks around on the flop. 7 on the turn. Graphics are still catching up. Five on the river. Crispy Bacon leads with a Looks like a jack high. Chris has a queen 9. Top pair folds that.
Jake, we can't see your cards, but queen 9 is easily beatable if Jake has it.
Oh no.
He's not.
Oh, he called. Sorry, the queen 9 took it. I didn't see the action. The graphics were behind. This, that, and this reason why. You saw Porter on Veronica and Friends, right?
Yep,
He's a lot of fun.
he is. Yeah.
Talkative, joking, stories.
Are you gonna come play the tournament here at Stones tomorrow night? $75 buy-in. You get 10,000 chips. It's a great little tournament. First place will be like 1,500 to 2,000. If you're going to Vegas, this is a great way to warm up.
Why is this a great way to warm up?
This is a great structure, good price. Get in, win a lot of money for not much investment. Plus, I'm going to be here playing, so you can come try and knock me out. Easy money.
Oh, how much do I get if I knock you out?
Depends on how many chips I have at the time.
I'll think about it. I'll
No,
text you
that's a no.
at 3 a.m.
No, that's
I'll text
okay.
you at 3
No,
a.m.
I'm over it.
Can someone put Justin's phone number in the Twitch chat so that he can get some texts at 3 in the morning? How many people text you at 3 a.m.? Because I tell them to. All the time?
Money.
Can I take that one home?
I wish they did all the time.
That's for Wayne and Veronica. Show me the money.
Why are you being so mean?
I'm not mean. I'm just being me. I have resting bitch face, and I always have super bitchy attitude face. Canadian Shooter said his personal number or his work number, they're the same.
It's 8675-309.
I was wondering if you're.
916 area code.
Yes, obviously.
I was.
All right, we're gonna get some cards in the air. I think pretty much, I give my phone number to everybody, and I actually do not get anybody bugging me. It's so crazy. Anybody who asks for my number, I give it to them. I don't care. It's on my business cards, everything.
Same. Well, I mean, you can just block them. If you a troll, you just block them.
I give my number to everybody, even on Twitter. Like half the LA poker players, I'm like, yeah, call me, text me if you're in Sacramento. Not a single person bugs me in the middle of the night, or ever, or trolls me, or anything.
Because you just block them.
No, I haven't had to block anybody.
But you could.
People are awesome.
They're asking for your digits in the chat room. You want to give it out right now?
No, you have to like message me on Twitter and I'll give it to you.
Now 5 wants me to fly him here in exchange for some Canadian maple syrup. That's adorable. Like, I'm going to believe they have airports in Canada.
Nav played in our live stream.
Yeah, he rode down here on a moose to get here.
Yes, he did. Well, the moose kind of kicked him out
Real quick,
halfway
that's
through.
the $1 million Hold'em event. We made this specifically for Jake, and that is going on right now too. You play in any limit game, you get tickets for a drawing. During the drawings, you can win a seat into a single table limit tournament, and the final top 4 finishers in that tournament will get to play a little side game we've created here at Stones to draw for potentially up to $1 million, but the worst they can do is 3,000. Check it out. I'll find the link real quick, put it in the chat room for you guys. If you want a shot, it's about a 1 in 3,800 shot at $1 million. This is it. It's a lot easier to do it this way than to go get an education and work a job and invest in all that stuff.
$17 raise, bunch of callers.
Crispy with a queen. He's got a crispy queen.
Lucas with an inside straight draw.
Oh, look at that. I
And a
just
backdoor flush
realized
draw.
Brian picking up 2 pair, and Brian continues his run good.
Brian always picks up 2 pair. Brian bets 40.
Apparently,
Crispy Bacon calls.
apparently the show me the money thing already happened and we missed it. That's very sad.
It wasn't on camera. It should have been while it was his turn. That way we could have
We have investments.
And we got a deuce of club on the turn.
seen. Still 4 ways. I love it.
Can't see Chris's cards. They said it was on camera and that they could hear it. But we don't have audio in here tonight. Veronica broke it.
Something that's crazy with your game moments. I don't know.
And you see when Chris's cards are sideways, that's why they're not reading.
Brian checks. Crispy Bacon bets 125.
And Brian's just thinking like,
Look at Brian's face!
I have to say, okay, look, and Brian has great personality at the table, but the chat room has made a point a couple times, and I'm starting to see it now. He does kind of give away the strength with the way he interacts with the players, and I think there's something to be said for that. Maybe not interacting so much. He's giving a lot away. Well, Porter picked up on it earlier, right?
Yeah. Here comes the pop. We're going upstairs. Brian says more, please. If you have a draw, you better pay.
And I don't think Crispy is strong enough here to come along on this one.
Well, he's got a pair.
He does have a pair, and he has a few outs. He can pair the board with the 2, or he can hit his 9. And he's coming along, so we might see a very exciting river here, or... we will see a very exciting river.
Brutal for Brian. Gets counterfeited.
It's a little scary because of the club. Brian does check. He's pulling back. And Crispy, happy about that card, but checking as well. Okay. Crispy scoops it. 1.1K pot.
DBL R69 in the YouTube chat said, I met a pro that plays there by the name of Bulldog. He told me to come check out the game. He said he's always killing the game. Are you sure you're not talking about Hot Dog?
He's talking about Bulldog. There's a player
guy
goes
named
by
Bulldog?
Bulldog, yeah.
Oh, okay. There's a Hot Dog and a Bulldog. I didn't know this.
We also have a guy who goes by Wiener Dog, so...
No, shut up.
You never met Wiener Dog?
Shut up. Stop trolling me.
I'm going to introduce you to him.
LOL, that river, Sunny8644 says. Yep. That's what we do at Stones. We give you a river.
It seems like it's been all about the river tonight.
When I marked it, I'm like, oh shit.
I'm a river kind of girl, too. I like a man that can stay to the river and likes long walks on the beach.
If you leave it spread it first a little bit, and then bring it back on. Orient them the other way in there too. Face of the diamond.
Still got a little bit of time left in this 1-3 game, and he's not even paying attention.
Having trouble.
This is a limp pot.
And Chris right away with the gut shot. No one with the 10. Couple diamonds on the board. No one has the diamonds either. This is pretty much missed everybody, so we're going to see if we have a player willing to take a stab at it here. And looks like Lucas has put in a bet. 20 to go, and he's getting a chain reaction of folding behind him. We're heads up. Lucas and Crispy Bacon. And Crispy with his 6 still good.
And M. Shroomer, 47. Yeah, you can run it up to 3 times on Stones Live. Baby. Love it. Brett Michael says Devin has slowed down a bit. Yeah. He told me he was tilted before the stream started, actually. Look at those stacks. Color them up, boys. Loan for Cards. What's up? Nice to see you in the chat. If you're just joining us for the first time, hit the heart on Twitch or subscribe on YouTube. We will let you know when we go live. We generally stream every Monday and Wednesday.
Sometimes on Sundays.
Occasionally, the last Sunday of every month, we will have a tournament that I cashed in on Sunday, but I did not. But I did. You said hi.
It was high.
Loan for Cards says I can't wait to visit there again. Yep. Texas Age 98. Wayne, your jokes are lighting up a new audience, sir. I guess I'm not the only one that's funny here. Apparently Wayne is too.
And Chris
Jake,
with the big hand.
The Jake raises to 35. Crispy Bacon quickly calls with the suited ace. And Baldy calls.
Chris is going upstairs.
I would have liked a bigger 3-bet. To 80, I would have liked like a 130. with the amount of money that's in the pot already, or maybe more, like a 160, 150.
Jake is going to gamble here with his Queen Jack suited. And we're back to Crispy.
D22 So-So says, no, Veronica is the funniest and the most beautiful. Thank you.
Out of who?
Out of like 2 people.
Oh, all right.
Me and someone that doesn't have
Doesn't
a voice.
exist.
Yeah.
Come on in, the water's fine.
So Jake calls, and now M. Baldy says yes. And did Crispy Bacon call?
Yeah, I believe so.
Ace 6 deuce. You're welcome, Crispy Bacon.
Oh, Crispy.
Now Chris with top, it might be giving some money away here to Crispy Bacon as long as, or as I like to call him, Bacon, as long as the board doesn't pair and basically make his 2 pair worse.
So glad I didn't see that flop order. What's that? So glad I didn't see that flop.
C. Carrie, you were right. I am there for the aesthetics.
Oh, you said earlier.
If I didn't look good, I wouldn't have this job, right? That's what Kyle said.
That's what Kyle said. I mean,
true.
you do some other things, though.
Don't talk about the things I have to do to get on the street with you. Crispy Bacon raises to 375. Chris, now with Ace King, is going to be going all of it in with Ace King. Top.
What a tough spot, though. He
That's a
can't
call.
go away.
That's a call.
I feel like a dark shadow just came over us all of a
was.
sudden. Did you notice that?
My best friend just walked in.
Having a bad life.
Most people say they're having a bad day. Jake's having a bad life. So I didn't think he was coming tonight because I have a birthday present for Jake.
Oh, what is it?
Can't say because if he listens,
No, he's not listening right now. I can see him. Oh,
because he lost his.
it's a great birthday present.
Yeah, a penis is a great birthday present because he lost his.
Whose is it? Who'd you get it from? Okay, so we have, or are they running it multiple times?
I don't
No?
know.
They might be running it more than once here. And
It looks like a run it once kind of deal.
if that's it, then it's going to Crispy, but
I'm saying that he called you at Ace King.
yep, it was just a run it
So out of
once.
it tonight, I don't even know.
You can run it twice on Stones Live.
run
You
it
can
for
run
3
it 3
times.
times. You can straddle up to half your staff.
They really take advantage of it in some of the bigger games, but for 1-3, maybe they just don't even think about it. They're not used to having that possibility.
Yeah. Ghost of M said, did JFK just tell Veronica he was going to introduce her to Wiener Dog? Yes. He thinks I'm going to fall for that.
I have
just
the
come in the back. I got
have
the Wiener Dog.
smoothest pickup lines.
No, you do not.
I do.
No, you do not. I am a woman. I'm verifying to you right now that you do not. They're horrible.
Are you an animal lover? Would you like to meet a very nice trouser snake?
Oh my God. DBL R69. Apparently, there is a bulldog that plays here. You are right in the YouTube
We
chat.
got a hot dog, a bulldog, and a wiener dog.
D22 So-So. There are no good pickup lines. I haven't heard the best ones. How come the stars from the sky fell into your eyes or some crap
Hey
like
baby,
that?
are you tired? Because you've been running through my mind all day.
And Baldy on the button races to 21 after everyone calls the straddle.
And it looks like Chris has reloaded there in seat 8 for 500. And we're going to check out stats real quick.
King, Queen, 3, 2 clubs, nothing for nobody. M. Baldy with an inside straight draw.
And Baldy's still
Oh, sorry,
actually,
open-ended. Pardon me, open-ended. My bad.
after all the beats and Baldy's taken, he's still actually up $139. How about
D22
that?
So-So says, Veronica, I wish you were a fat penguin so I could break the ice between us.
Nice, that's a pretty good one.
I
Right?
am a fat penguin. You should see my outfit at home.
I do feel like it is risky using the word fat in your pickup line, though.
Not at all. I'm not one of those girls that gets mad when you call me a whale.
Sometimes keeping your mouth shut is so difficult.
I've lost my number. Can I have yours?
I've tried that one. It doesn't work.
Devin bets 80 with the worst of it.
It'd be hard for Mbaldi to call here with just jack high.
I've seen people do worse things with worse hands.
Yeah, I mean, it can happen, but it's,
Yeah, he's gonna
how?
fold.
I for a fact.
Oh my gosh, I hate college. That's the worst. Stop it, everybody. I'm 40. I've heard this for 20 years.
You're not 40 yet.
I am.
No, you're not.
I am. May 9th.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I told you I'm older than you.
I thought you said by a month.
Shut up.
I thought you said just by a month.
How many months?
May? It's like 4 months.
Oh, big whoop.
You're a lot older than me.
Big whoop.
I thought we were right there, but no. We could be twins.
Check, Spencer. I lowered my standards. How about you lower yours?
That one is actually pretty good. That could work.
I am a MILF. You know, there's this funny joke about this. There's a woman at work who didn't know what MILF was, and we would be in meetings, and she was like, "Oh, you guys are such funny MILFs." She thought she heard it, and it was like a compliment, and she was calling people
MILF is a compliment.
in a meeting. You
just so
can't
know.
say that in a meeting in a corporate
No, not in a
office.
corporate meeting. I mean, you can.
And then we had to pull her aside and tell her what MILF really meant because it was actually bad. So Porter, okay, someone straddled 25. Crispy Bacon calls. There's a $25 straddle in this game. Or, yeah, there is a $25 straddle. And then Chris puts in a little rake.
Give me something good, please.
Calls. Brian puts in a $25 straddle. Of course. 7-8 king on the flop. And Chris picks up open-ended. 6 bink on the turn. Unfortunately, no one really has much. Chris bets 50 and gets a bunch of foldage.
And that kind of has been the theme of the night when people are making these big hands, but no one else really has anything to give them any action with, unfortunately.
WJL in the YouTube chat asks, who are these homos? I don't know, I just see a couple sexy people.
I'm only homo for you, just so you know.
Ooh, baby, I'm homo for you too,
I knew you would
actually.
be. I knew you would be.
I've been homo for you for a long time.
That's pretty sweet.
I would stick my penis in you so good.
Scissor? All right, we scissored.
He was trying to get John.
No, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, totally. 'Cause I was like, I don't have anything to hide, so I
I guess the YouTube chat's trying to catch up with the Twitch chat, but they got a long ways to go. The Twitch chat is damn entertaining.
J meant 34 in the YouTube chat wanted to know what her reaction was when she found out the real meaning of MILF. She was really upset and embarrassed. Like, everybody was LOLing all day long.
Oh, that's great
But
material for
she's
days.
like super religious, like didn't get out of the house much, and she was like, "Oh, you're such a sweet MILF."
I love it. I absolutely love it.
It's like some religious person
Was she
being like,
calling-
"Oh, you mofo."
Was she calling dudes MILFs too?
No, she would call women.
Oh, she knew it was a
MILFs, 'cause
girl
she thought
thing.
it was for a girl.
She knew it was a
yeah.
girl thing. Okay.
The Jake raises to 60 in the small blind after everyone calls the straddle. Brian calls instantly. Devin calls, and now this is the name of the game. Everybody is at Thanksgiving dinner and everybody's drunk and is berating each other. This is the game. 2 a flop, Jack 9 deuce,
Oh,
2
the
diamonds.
juices make a set. Way
Jesus,
to
let
go.
me finish. I can't even finish the flop. Brian
goodness.
flops a flush draw, and Baldy makes a set. Jake makes top pair. There's something for everybody
Can I do
here.
it now?
It's like Walmart.
Oh, the juices made a set. That one you could tell it was forced. The first time it was natural.
Zappa Shock says, scissor me timbers. Check, check, check. And Baldy bets 150. Now the Jake's sitting here with top pair, 3 other people in the hand, and calls.
You know what is interesting about your MILF story is that probably more than half of the women that she called MILFs actually were
We're
MILFs.
probably MILFs, yeah.
Yeah.
A couple callers. Ace on the turn. It's
Wow.
a diamond.
Brian.
Gross.
Brian.
Love it.
What are you doing?
Check, check. And Baldy continue the bluff.
Just
No, he didn't go for
7-4
it.
diamonds, that's all.
Pair the board on the river. 5. We were hoping for blood.
And Jake's like, someone please bet so I can fold my hand.
J-Mint34 said there should be a max straddle. The max straddle is up to half your stack, so that's kind of huge.
Yeah, there is.
Huge.
There is because you still have to be able to raise. That's the whole point of a straddle.
Huge. I only straddle when I have aces. I'm gonna put my penis in you so good after this. This is how I don't get fired after this stream. Brian bets 280 with the effective nuts. M. Baldy's gonna pay this man his money. Make it a penis call. He doesn't want to, but he wants to.
You see his hand just a little shaky. Like I think he knows. Oh, did he call? He
Yep.
did call. 280, tough hand.
CK Walsh says just join this a deep 1-3 game. This deep 1-3 game. Yep.
Stop that, okay? Bronca is very excited when you talk like that.
One Gully Foil. What's up? Is your drink order ready? I'm here.
It's almost time. Yeah. Who is that? Do you know who that is?
Go. Let's do this.
If you're
Give me my
here,
drink.
then wave your hands frantically in the air at us so we can see who
And
you
yell
are.
and scream.
Huh? I don't see anybody frantically waving their
No.
hands.
We're waiting for a drink.
They're not here. They're not here.
Pay that man his money. I like
They
very
did,
much.
They did. God, I need to watch that movie again. You know, one of the
Rounders
best.
is
One of
probably
the
the best poker movie.
Poker movie of all times.
I watched a lot of poker movies, unfortunately.
Did you watch Lucky You?
Yeah,
That
I
was
actually
cute.
like
Lucky You's
Lucky
cute.
You better than some of the other ones.
And Lucky You had
But it was
some actual
corny.
real poker players in it, which was good.
I wouldn't mind if they had an actual poker player, like someone who actually is or played poker for a few hours before they did the acting job. Like, why wouldn't he go play poker? So Lucas raises to 15. Wattbride calls. The Jake reaching for chips. Looks like it's going to be a 3-bet. Looks like 65. I'm surprised Brian's not in this hand because it's not suited, so he won't. But Crispy Bacon, we can't see his cards. Crispy Bacon's fun. Pocket fives, he's not going anywhere. He's gonna set
Crispy
mine
Bacon
this.
took a long time. I don't mean just today.
He's gonna set mine this so good.
He took a long time to warm up to the stream because when he first started playing, he was very tight. But over the course of the last few months, he's really actually kind of opened. He's blossomed, so to speak. He's like an awesome
His
blossom.
petals have opened to reveal the juicy center.
Can we say moist instead? Can we go with moist?
Queen deuce 7 on the flop. 2 spades. The Jake flops the nut spade draw.
And
it
Baldy
is
signing
checked.
off. All right, thank you. Very entertaining game.
Bye.
Oh, wait, before you go, she did not believe me that you are a professional swing dancer. Tell her. She thought I was trolling her. Seriously.
I will have a glass
Thank you.
of Edge. Thank you. I am getting a drink.
Oh, we're
bought
doing
for
drinks? Oh, are
Yeah,
you
we
the
have
one in the
6
chat
minutes.
room? He's real. Verified. How about a mule? Thank you. A mule.
Me. Brett Michael says he won like
Moscow Mule.
1.6K in cooler pots.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
He's real. He didn't frantically wave his hands, but he's real. I feel like I just discovered like Santa Claus's wheel.
Santa Claus has a wheel. Oh my god,
He's a wheel.
I have a 7 a.m. meeting.
Do you really?
I do.
You should just call
and
in sick.
I'm running the meeting.
Oh. Just call in sick. It's not like there's any evidence that you're really not sick.
C Carried says V is making more sexual jokes than a horny 15-year-old. Damn right I am.
She's actually tame tonight.
15-year-olds ain't got nothing on me. Come on. I've been a horny 15-year-old for the last 35 years.
Linda.
Or, I mean, 25.
Did you say 45? Holy crap.
I hear that.
Jim Jambo in the YouTube chat says I'm at the baccarat table hitting Dragos.
Nice. They let you have your phone out at the back.
Oh, I saw that hand. I'm like, yeah.
Do what you want.
More
money.
I'm like, well, thanks to you, and neither
I
have
joined 5 games. I do what I want.
Yep.
Like, I remember that one.
Yeah, if you're going to direct message me, Rick, just do it at 3 a.m. Thanks.
True.
So it looks like everybody's calling, and then Jake raises Jake to 20. Jake raises to 20. Pardon me. I'm
Jake
ready to get out of here.
Dominated again by Brian. And maybe Jake just likes being dominated.
Ace 7-3. Jake picks up nothing. Brian's still ahead with a 10. No, sorry. Watt-Bri flops a pair of aces. Woo! Sorry, I'm just getting tired. Check, check, check. Queen on the turn. C. Carried said that I'm drinking now. Rick in Barstow actually has my phone number, so Rick can call me right now. I'm sorry, boys, but Rick can.
Ooh.
Honey child.
You can make everybody jealous.
So does Watt-Bri. Watt-Bri has my phone number. You don't. You're not allowed to.
No, I don't need it. I mean, you're like on Twitter like pretty much all the time, so I'll just get you there. So Jake really only looking for one of the 3 remaining jacks, and he's gonna go for it. That's not it. Does hit his king. Could spell trouble for him if he doesn't believe that Lucas is sitting on an ace, but Lucas actually has queen 3 for 2 pair. Did you ever have people get upset at you because you message them instead of text, like the platform that you message them? Like, I've actually had people that get upset, like, I can't believe you sent me a message on Twitter. I thought we were good friends. And it's like, well, it's just what happened to be open, and I
don't
had
live
to say
that
something
life.
to you.
I don't live that life.
Clearly, no, I don't either. It's like whatever's open, I message you on it.
I
if
know
I need to
that-
get a hold of you.
Like when I hang out with my poker buddies, like when Matt and I went for coffee the other day, I messaged him on Twitter because I didn't want to text him to send him a notification to wake him up because he plays all night.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
I'll do that. My friends know what I'm doing. And
Oh, it looks like
That's
that
our
was the last
show.
hand. Could you do me a quick favor?
I don't do favors for boys.
We should have Kevin hanging out right there. Just step out and grab him. He's actually going to take your seat for the wrap up. You're good to
All
go
right.
have your drink.
Bye.
Veronica Brill, everyone, thank you so much for being here with us. We got a special guest coming in real quick. This is Kevin, and Kevin is someone very special here at Stones. He's actually my boss. So everyone pretend like we're doing a good job all night and make sure you let him know. He is in here. We have lost someone close to us here at Stones, and we wanted to take a moment to let Kevin come in and say a couple words about him, and then we have created a tribute. So thank you everyone for sticking around with us tonight. And here's Kevin, guys.
Hey guys, first of all, I want to thank every one of you guys for coming tonight. Justin, always a great job.
Thank you, sir.
With Veronica, but this past Saturday we lost a tremendous guy, my brother, our colleague, Joe Amazon. We're making this special tribute to Joe. He left behind a beautiful wife, Tiffany Lamb, and 4 amazing daughters, 18, 13, 8, and 4. If you guys never got a chance to meet Joe, he has the biggest heart. He is so passionate with family and friends. He would go the extra mile for anyone, even though he just met you today. So I want to keep this short and simple, but Joe, you will always be missed, but never forgotten. Everyone at Stones miss you. We hope that we could carry on what you created here and move to the next level. You will always be in our heart. So, thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you for your words, and thank you again, guys, for being here with us tonight. Please stick around for this tribute that we've created for our good friend Joe Almazan, and we'll see you back. We'll be back here next Monday with a 5-5 no limit game. You guys take care.
All right. Thank you.